Hi friends, I'm Phoebe. I'm on a music discovery journey and I would like to invite you along for the ride. I am catching up on music that I've missed out on over the years. Whilst I've consumed a ton, I haven't consumed it all in my 39 years. So I'm sharing some of my great finds with you, the viewer. If you like the sound of that, please like and subscribe. I'm going further into the sleep token rabbit hole and we are coming to the end of Sundowning, the deluxe version, which means we will soon be starting This Place Will Become Your Tomb. I'm filming these for Patreon at the moment daily. The current date is the 5th of December. You will notice that it is 2026 on YouTube, which means that if you do want to see all the stuff I've done on Sleep Token so far, I will have a ton in the Sleep Token collection over there. But no worries if you can't do that, that's totally fine. Everything there will come to YouTube. It's just on a weekly basis. So this is part of a double feature though. This is I Want to Dance with Somebody, that was originally popular by Whitney Houston, as far as I know, unless that was a cover. I should have checked that. And I'm interested to see what they do with this. Was it a cover? Just to check. It seems like it was originally, yeah, it was Whitney Houston. Okay, fair. It was a Whitney Houston original. Sometimes I'm so sure of it, but then I'm not 100%, because I know in the lyrics it says written by George Merrill and Shannon Rubicam. I know a lot of artists have other writers that write songs for them or with them, so that was my reason for potential confusion. And I don't want to say something that's not 100%, so now we know. Let's have a look at their version. It's 2 minutes 49, so another short one. Let's see.
Clock strikes upon the hour and the sun begins to fade. Still enough time to figure out how to chase my blues away. Tunnel right up till now, it's the light of day that shows me how. When the night falls,
Appropriate.
my loneliness calls.
Oh my god.
Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. Fell in love and lost my senses, spinning through the town. Sooner or later the fever ends and I wind up feeling down.
Song's perfect.
Need a man who'll take a chance on a love that burns out enough to last. When the night falls, my loneliness calls. I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody, yeah. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. And so I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. And yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. And somebody, somebody, yeah, somebody, somebody, yeah, somebody, somebody, yeah, with somebody who loves me. And somebody, somebody, yeah, somebody, somebody, yeah, somebody, somebody, yeah, with somebody who loves me.
Aww. I like how they let that play out. That was a really appropriate song for what we've heard. Also, questions. I know they've used the same lyrics. I need a man who'll take a chance. I know he's referred to her in the past. Does sleep have a gender? Could sleep be gender fluid? Could sleep... Are there any other references? Perhaps that might spoil future listening. But at the moment, I've heard, I think it was in Jaws, Nazareth, perhaps, the her. But also, it could be that him and Sleep are talking about someone else that they were playing with, having fun with. Don't know. There's always a lot of questions that come out of listening to them, but that was so appropriate. I really enjoyed the way he sung that. Put his own spin on it. Let's listen again.
Clock strikes upon the hour, and the sun begins to fade.
So even that, the evening approaches, right? The clock strikes upon the hour and the sun begins to fade. The sun is going down, sundowning. And this is when he is most intense with Sleep. This is when Sleep comes to him, or at least did come to him, is more present than the daytime.
Still enough time to figure out how to chase my blues away. I've done alright up till now. It's the light of day that shows me how. And when the night falls, my loneliness calls.
God, it's so appropriate. That line made me realise how appropriate this song choice was for a cover. Still enough time to figure out how to chase my blues away, so there's still a bit of daylight. The sun is only beginning to fade, it's not fully down yet, but he's not dealt with it too great so far. It's not had a good track record. I don't mean to demotivate him, but we're not seeing much evidence of him trying to, or successfully breaking away, shall we say, because he's tried, it seems, but he always comes back. He can't fully break away, and it seems the same with Sleep. Sleep can't fully leave him alone to move on. So they're kind of both stubborn, they're playing games with each other. So it's difficult to chase the blues away when you aren't given space, and he's not giving space either. I've done all right up till now. Ooh, that's an awkward line. Have you? Perhaps he's trying to kid himself into believing that. Or he's managed. He's still alive. He's not done anything debatable, too drastic. I sound so judgmental. I'm not. We're just almost poking fun of a dark situation. Sometimes that's how we cope, and I know I've been here. I think that's why I feel a lot of things are relatable. I know I wasn't the abusive person in a relationship, and I wasn't a violent person, but there are so many elements of this that are super unhealthy that I've witnessed and gone through those motions despite looking in from the outside. Looking in, I shook myself even when I was going through those motions, being like, what the hell are you doing? You know this is not right, but something sucks you in, and it's frustrating seeing other people go through that because you want to show them how much happier they can be when they break away, but it's scary. It's really scary fully accepting closure of something that isn't good for you, because there's still always that, until something completely makes you realize, wow, that was bad, there is still something that keeps you holding on for hope, even though deep down I think we all know that that isn't going to be the case. That's sad in itself. A lot of us want to be in denial because we don't like things failing. It's not in our nature to endure or enjoy that. But I've done all right up till now. It's the light of day that shows me how. So perhaps the space gives me time to try and move on. But then when the night falls, my loneliness calls. And when the night falls, that's when he feels most intense and he finds himself back in this place. Oh, I want to dance with somebody. I want to feel that heat, the heat with somebody. Yeah, I want to dance with somebody who loves me. That again, I want to do this dance. I want to be in a relationship. I want to be in a situation with someone who wants that with me. I want to feel that heat again. I want to feel that excitement again with someone who also wants to feel that excitement again. I don't want it one-sided. It's quite straightforward, isn't it? I never thought I'd be breaking down some Whitney Houston lyrics.
My loneliness calls.
We grew up with a lot of Whitney Houston as well.
Ooh,
Everything.
Dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me.
You feel that emotion and passion in his voice.
Fell in love and lost my senses, spinning through the town.
Beautiful piano.
Sooner or later the fever ends and I wind up feeling down.
God, it happens a lot. We've seen it happen a lot in this album. That he's lost himself, actually, but it says, I fell in love and lost my senses. He got so consumed with this love, this infatuation, this obsession, that he wasn't thinking straight, lost my senses, wasn't acting in a way that was sensible, lost control of his actions because his heart won over his head. That's what that means. Spinning through the town, he was caught up in a frenzy, wasn't it? You've I can't remember what he said in one of the previous lyrics, but it was something about you've got me in a frenzy. Was it say that you will? You got me up in a frenzy again. Yes, that was it. And why can't I see that? Perhaps it is. Oh yeah, you got me up in a frenzy again. It was. And I know you're planning to leave in the end. There's a connection there for sure. Sooner or later that fever ends. So he feels the heat with someone. He feels the heat with sleep, or he felt it. And he can't let go, so he kind of jumps in all in again. But sooner or later, eventually, that fever ends, that heat ends, and he goes back to feeling sad. I wind up feeling down. He is so up and down with this. He wants it, but it's not right for him, and it's not working the way he wants it to. It's not going in his favour. He's putting so much into it, it feels, and he's not getting that energy back. In fact, he's barely getting anything at all. So that makes sense. I need a man who'll take a chance on a love that burns hot enough to last. I want someone who is right for me, who will risk it all, who will maybe take a chance, give me another chance, on a love that burns hot enough to last. So on something that's passionate, on something that is that does match my energy and what I'm giving and what I want. And when the night falls, my loneliness calls. We're back to that again. Yeah.
Ends and I wind up feeling down.
I realise I've gone through the lyrics.
Need a man who'll take a chance on a love that burns out enough to last. When the night falls, my loneliness calls.
I like that pause as well there. I love the piano. His voice, you can still feel the passion in that, the emotions, the desire in his voice. I realise I went through the whole of the second verse forgetting that we only heard the first 2 lines. I need a man who will take a chance, so that either way he needs someone who's going to take a chance. The gender doesn't really matter, but that made me think, is sleep a woman? Is sleep a man? Does sleep have a gender? Does sleep need to have a gender? No. It's someone, a being, an entity that he is in love with, deeply in love with, obsessed with. Doesn't really matter, does it?
I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody, yeah, yeah. I wanna dance with somebody who loves me. And so I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody, and yeah, I wanna dance with somebody who loves me.
You feel that. I know I said you feel his passion in his voice. You feel that frustration as well there. He wants it so badly. He's showing that audibly in his vocals. That's quite powerful, and just kind of further establishes or confirms that he's so desperate.
With somebody who loves me, somebody, yeah, somebody, yeah, somebody.
Almost Ed Sheeran sounding.
Yeah, with somebody who loves me.
Not quite.
Somebody, yeah, somebody, yeah, somebody.
Back to Bastille.
Somebody, with somebody who loves me.
Or just Vessel. It is Vessel after all. I liked the end. The end felt hopeful. The end felt like a nice feeling. The ending felt like perhaps that's that feeling you would get if you were dancing with somebody. A happy ending. And I think that's quite poetic. I think that if purposely done, that's really nicely added in at the end. A detail that could throw a lot of people off, or might miss it with how much the base, the foundation of the song is, I really want this. I just want to dance with somebody who loves me. And at the end, it's, yeah, a happy ending, which everybody wants. That's poetic. That was fun. I never know how I'm going to feel about covers, because especially if it's quite a popular, famous one, you know how it goes mostly, and sometimes they're not much different, and that can be okay, because with this, it didn't feel hugely different to the original in some ways, but it did, with Vessel putting his own spin on it, with the fact that we know the story so far, or at least we can interpret the story so far. It was such a good choice. It was such an appropriate and fitting choice. The lyrics just I didn't think about that before I listened or before I watched. And the same can be said when I first listened to their version of Hey Ya. That was completely different. It didn't sound anything like the original. The melody of the music didn't sound anything like the original. And I was blown away that they could really put that spin on it and actually bring light to the fact that it wasn't a happy song. When you hear I Want to Dance With Somebody, it comes in with this like poppy, dancey beat, or whatever. That it doesn't feel sad, but actually when you think about the lyrics, it's bloody awful, actually. But I think they put the happier spin on it because they're thinking about the person who loves me. So I want to dance with somebody who loves me. They're not focusing on the sad part and I wind up feeling down, I fell in love, I lost my senses, I lost myself. They weren't focused on that. Perhaps for the time, the era, a lot of pop stuff, it's not meant to make you feel sad, or some does. There are pop songs, pop ballads that are sad for sure, particularly now, but I think back then there were loads. That's not to say there weren't, but I feel like this era, or at least for this song, they thought, you know what, let's not do a sad one. Let's not make it sound sad. Let's make it sound hopeful, fun. People will dance to it. And for years, that has been the case. I don't even want to see how long ago that was released, but now 1987, 38 years ago. I was born in 1986. So, wow. Yeah. Yep. That's a thing. And like I said, we grew up with a lot of Whitney. We grew up with a lot of different artists, going from rock to pop and a lot of in between. And I like that we had a bit of a nice variation growing up. Plus, who hasn't heard I Want to Dance With Somebody Who Loves Me? I think there are very few people in the world that could say that. But I could be wrong. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you did like that or you want to support, please like and subscribe because that really helps. And comments boost the videos, so any comment is greatly appreciated. Perhaps you could type something that confirms you watched all the way through. Perhaps aha A-HA, and then whatever you want to put, then I will know. I don't know why it said people also search for aha, Take On Me. So there we go. Take care. I'll see you for the next one very soon. Bye bye.